Hi, I want to talk to you for a second. We've just finished the transfer case, transmission replaced. I've discovered some major problems with the Jeep. I want to encourage you to go through the Jeep. It's winter time now. Put it in the garage, get it up in the air, look at it. I'm going to show you some of the problems. Really go through your vehicle with a fine-tooth comb. And I'm going to show you some of the problems that we have found on this project that were quite dangerous, actually. So if you these are 22, 25-year-old vehicles, older, things go wrong. I'm not disappointed in the vehicle at all. I would not have not bought it for the price, but things that just have to be fixed to be safe. The first thing is right here is a hole in the dash. I've already pulled the wires out. There were 4 wires going through this hole, and there's no grommet, no rubber grommet. They were working their way back and forth right on top of the metal, the sharp metal edge here. That could have caused a fire. Thank God, none of the wires, they were just laying around over here. None of them were hooked up to anything, so we have removed all those. Second thing I noticed, the battery. That has to be secured. That is not safe in any way, shape, or form. If the best possible thing was it could strand you out while you're going around. The worst is it could then come over, catch fire, short out, who knows what. We're going to secure that. When this was all apart for the last project, the transmission, that whole project, I was standing here one day looking, just staring off into space, and I saw some light. I saw it right here, and discovered that somebody has tried to weld this. This is all weld, because this is not rust. Well, it is a little surface rust from the weld, but they put a flat washer in here, right along in here, and welded it up and weakened it, and this is a crack that has started. Now this is an anchor that is supposed to hold this seat in. This is what I was talking about, dangerous. Should we have had a side impact? We're not little people. The forces could have ripped this seat out, and then your seat belts are no good if the seat's out. I looked on the driver's side, and the exact same thing had happened. But they did a better job of fixing it. But I'm going to put a solid bar in here, attach it to the floor, really support this good so these seats don't move. I'd also like to put 3 or 5 point restraints in, put a better seat belt. We showed you on the first video, these seat belts are gone. Well, they're not gone, but they're not safe. So I want to put a 3 or 5 point restraint in. I'm going to remove the entire roll bar. I want to double check the footings. I want to make sure that what they're attached to is solid. I don't know. I'm going to check the seat belts and make sure that they are attached solid. I'm going to crawl under. Like I said, I'm lucky enough that I know I don't have rust. But I would encourage you, if you just bought a Jeep, if you're going to buy a Jeep, or buy anything for off-road, especially an older vehicle, spend the time, get it in the air, inspect everything, fix it. If you're not comfortable fixing it, have a professional. I could take this to a body shop and they could put that piece in, but I know how to fix that. If it gets in over my head and it's a safety thing, it'll go right to the experts. Right to the experts. I'm going to do this in 2 videos. This is basically what's going on. And the next one is going to be the repairs. How we're going to repair them, how we're going to fix it. That hole in the dash that I showed you earlier, that is letting exhaust into the car, into the cab. I don't have a top, so it's not that important, but it needs to be fixed and fixed right. come along on this journey. I'm sorry, I was going to be doing the locker and the disconnect sway bar and the winches and the fun stuff, but it's time to stop, make it safe first. And it's wintertime here in Arizona, as you can see by my short sleeves. So let's go on a journey.